Hey there, I'm Steve with Prima Coffee Equipment, and today we're talking about the Mazzer Kony. Now this grinder, is espresso grinder, is pretty similar to Mazzer's Major, with a few pretty notable changes. For one, instead of large flat burrs, we're talking about 63 millimeter conical burrs. So this is the first of Mazzer's line that has conical burrs. Just the same as any other, it's stepless adjustment, so you have an adjustment wheel that you can turn left or right to go finer or coarser. We've got a 2.9 pound hopper, so a little bit smaller than the Major. Now this is the electronic version, so it doesn't have a doser, it instead has a cone with electronic timed dosing. So you can stick your portafilter right under here, you can program in your doses for single or double shots of espresso, or run it in manual mode. The times are pretty easy to set up. All you have to do is hold the menu button for a few seconds until the screen flashes, select your dose, and then you can adjust these times in 20th of a second. So you can see it goes up in increments of 0.05 every time. Just hold the menu button to save that setting. Now you can also grind in manual mode with just the manual button here. And the Kony is a pretty decent performer. Even though it has smaller burrs and spins at only about 490 revolutions per minute, it still spits out almost 5 grams per second. I'm sorry, almost 4 grams per second. So you can do 20 grams in just under 5, or just over 5 seconds. It has 6.5 grams of retention in between shots, so you're still talking about a high volume sort of environment. You'll have a decent amount of coffee getting in there that you'll want to purge if you're letting a grinder sit for too long. But it's a real performer. It's great in higher volume cafe settings. Not too much larger than the Major or the Super Jolly. It's 25.5 inches tall, comes in at about 44 pounds. Real great solution for anyone who wants to dial in their espresso to the best they can. The real benefit of Conical Burrs is that since they do spin slower and spit out a little bit more coffee with a little bit more torque per revolution, your grind chamber doesn't actually heat up as quickly as it would with a flat disc burr. So you will have pretty consistent results that aren't as affected by heat over time, even if you are in a higher volume. So that's the Mazzer Kony. This finish is a pretty special edition that we have. This is the brushed aluminum. We also have it in gray and black, which is fairly distinct from our other Mazzer models, but pretty great grinder. The lower end Conical Burr espresso grinder from Mazzer, the